In the city of Perth, in world different than Earth, it is said that the world will end with amorphous time. We see the world in moral gray, our brows are furled. Join us now on this mystical ride. See our world of the state on his hide.
Can I gain vertical geography with bonus to
Not
hasty climbing?
inside,
Not inside?
unless you want to cling onto the top of a wall.
Okay, so I go out and I do some hasty climbing on the buildings to see what the city is doing.
I find my I find my quarters, so I kind of just like prepare it in the way I like. I just try to get like just like I sit down and try to like
What is the time?
look at the work I gotta do.
In real life or in the game?
Oh, Zen, by the way, thank you for the fruit.
Oh, you are welcome.
Trust me, it was put to a very good cause.
Oh,
so
you
you
are
slept
welcome.
in the night and then you woke up and then you got stabbed or whatever, and so you slept.
We have.
This
So
is me.
no, it's probably like I guess 2 mornings. It'd be about noon in the second day.
Oh, okay. So it's noon right now. Okay, so I'm gonna check out how the city is going on. And in order to do that,
I turn my
I will gain
my
vertical
berries
geography.
to paint.
Your what?
I turn my berries to paint, put them in the
What
vials.
nationality is
Cool.
your boy?
That's good. That's good.
What nationality is your character? For comparison. Okay. All we know is that he's really large.
In order to make paint, you do need oils to
Damn
mix with
it.
the berries. But no, I'll say that that's fine. You can easily get that, especially since you're in power now. So.
You can't even tell what I am. I have too much armor on.
So this dude is Reinhardt.
Basically,
Okay, hold on. May I gain some vertical geography, Sultan?
or
On top of what?
Oh, I'm outside. Or at least I
or
attempted.
if you
to.
want something else to reference it to Diana with all her armor on from the Seven Deadly Sins.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she is very tall.
Mm-hmm.
But she's also
Okay, so I attempt to go
Got
outside
big brush.
and go to the buildings and gain vertical geography to see
Yeah.
what the people of
Hell
Zakar
yeah,
are
she's a
doing.
freaking-
Oh, okay.
She said rest him.
Zakar is one of the less busy places, but you can hear screaming and like lots of loud noises and clanging pots, and it sounds like just a ton of like a wall of noise
Screaming?
coming from the wild sector.
Screaming?
Yeah.
The wild sector. The wild sector is part of Zakar, right? Oh, wait, no, it is
No,
not.
it isn't.
Oh, that
It's
is
also
none
very
of our.
small.
So that is
I'm
none of
actually
our.
gonna check out the.
You want to roll Booksmart for any information about the wild sector?
Of course.
I'm gonna check out the place where I found that where I improved the painting.
Oh,
I
yes.
want to see what happened
Oh,
to it.
I gained another skill.
I just walk there. I
Information
just check it
gathering.
out.
I
Yeah,
gained an observation skill, Sultan.
It was actually taken down. Because they just were like, they don't want to see that, so they just took it down pretty fast.
I grinned to myself and head back. and head back.
Like it looks like the billboard is exactly the same, but there's just nothing where that used to be, and it's like,
Sultan,
Look at you, Squidward.
I gained what skill?
that was
11 skills.
I'm
now.
gonna say like
You now have 11 skills.
sector history,
Sector history.
He has failed 6 checks.
and then that's in Booksmart.
And I failed the one. Critical failed. Critical failed. I
You
only
critical failed?
once.
You critical failed once, you critical failed,
6
Six
times in
times.
just one session.
but it's a D10, not a D20, so it's like
Oh, okay.
different chances. But
My odds seem to be high in terms of losing. So I know nothing about the wild sector.
yeah, you don't know anything about
Is there a library though that I can check out?
it. There probably is one. Yeah,
Ah,
maybe not in Zakar. That sounds more like a bull sector thing.
okay, then I will not. But
So, we're in the car though, right? Currently?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You are in Zakar, yes.
you are munching on chips.
With all my armor still on. It's great.
You must have a really small mouth then.
They're just like in the little holes in the mask. in the-
Yeah,
in
I'm
the-
like fading it like, through the hole.
Oh, he has a mask too?
Mhm.
Oh, that's
grating it like cheese.
pretty cool.
the durian.
No, he threw the durian.
Right.
Oh yeah.
No more durian.
Yeah, he doesn't have the durian. It was put to really good use.
Durians are not outlawed.
Her
Durians are not outlawed.
It's great.
Dang it, Nate.
So is there
I
anything
love
of
durians.
interest happening?
Well, that depends on what you guys want to do.
Is it the next day or is it still the same day?
So Cindy,
Still same day?
it's like noon.
Well, what should we do now? Well, what are we gonna do now?
I'm outside looking at, observing.
And I'm heading back to the place from my. Oh yeah. As I'm walking back to the my place to what's it called? The town hall, I guess.
Yeah, the
Town hall.
Zakhar Citadel.
The car citadel. And so I'm back to the citadel. Do I notice anything going on like the sides or the like do I just like notice anything like?
So you can see actually that there is one group of people that seem to be like painting on the side of the wall, like looks like a mural or graffiti, that kind of thing. I'm not sure.
How does it look?
It looks pretty messy at this point.
I walk up to them and I speak up so they know. Do they know I'm empowered at this point? Do they know I'm empowered at this point?
Mhm.
Probably not.
So I walk up. I say like, "Hello, I am Barriete Wolfgang, and I am your new
Yes.
leader."
Who?
Yes.
Go.
May I just say that
Aladdin's
mural
love.
is terrible. Do you want to know?
Aladdin?
Do you want to know that?
Aladdin's love.
And they look and they're
Jasmine?
like,
Yeah, boy.
"How do you think you
At
are?"
DC?
Barriete
Yeah,
Wolfgang.
boy.
Like I said, like I kneel down. I get
You're
some
at
of
the
the
EPO.
paintbrushes that I get a hold.
With your mom.
And I start like painting with them.
It was pretty funny because I was.
And they kind of look at this and like at the
Hello.
first they're kind of
She's like,
offended
no,
and
wait.
like, "Oh yeah, what's
They can't see
what's
me.
he thinking?"
It's
And then
Don't
boom,
worry.
And then they
landscapes.
They kind of like it and they're like, "Oh, okay."
And that were all landscape painting.
We never
Well,
saw
this is
eye to
fun,
eye,
yeah.
so-
So that was my day, my afternoon.
Yeah.
I painted.
I hanged out with her.
They kind of
on
just like
Saturday.
stayed there for a little bit and then they awkwardly
That's
left and they're
that
like, "Yeah,
explains
we're-
the
I'm still
accent,
painting.
yes.
that's great. You just took over for them and then made it great."
Kind of
You're
expected-
fired.
Fired.
I am in charge.
Well, I mean, I kind of asked her out.
So Nate, what are you doing?
Yeah. What?
What are you doing, Nate?
What's going on?
Well,
I was talking about real life stuff, now I'm talking about
Oh,
this
sorry.
stuff. What's going on?
he's looking at out in the city like Batman. I took over some ruffians painting like doing graffiti and I did it for them and it looks much better. And what are you doing?
He's munching the chips.
That's my afternoon.
Wait, you said that there was a girl that had like the shield on her thing, and
Yeah.
you said that she was full of armor.
Yeah.
I go looking for that lady.
Oh yeah, she's pretty easy to find. Right now she's talking to
I'm helping the city. You're looking for trouble.
She's talking
He's hitting
to-
the chicks.
No, it's not for that reason.
Yeah.
Trust me, I have
You
a
don't
better
feel-
motivation behind it.
Do I find anything of interest in the city?
What color is she? Wait.
1 second. She's talking to a guy right now. They're kind of both leaning against a wall. She has her hand on her sword, and then
Oh.
he is like he looks like he's balding. And he has like very like closed,
Jin's
almost like
father.
closed eyes, like a little bit of a
Nah.
squished face.
Mm.
Good jawline, and like I don't know, and like a little bit of a beard, and he seems to be wearing like full
10 out
armor.
of 10 jawline. Like pristine condition.
Great jawline.
Could cut rocks.
Yeah, so he looks like he's wearing like full armor, but he doesn't have a helmet on, and he seems to be talking to her about like some very serious matter at this point.
Me being the awesome person that I am, I casually walk by to hopefully listen to some of the conversation.
Being the awesome person I am, I walk over to
He's
eavesdrop.
not very stealthy. He's a giant, so. that's
Yeah, I'm
pretty
gonna
hard.
say roll nimble stealth.
That's not good.
With 8.
These dice.
Oh.
One of them.
I'll go with the golden one. Come on, please. 4.
4 minus 2. -3. It was -3.
-3.
1. Hey!
He
So
obviously
you come
failed.
climbing up and you like get awkwardly close behind them. And you just kind of loom over them, and your shadow like catches the window catches your shadow and just like darkens where they're standing, and it's just like, and then you're just like kind of looming over them.
Super conspicuous.
And it's also really awkward because like as you're going towards them, you're trying not to be loud with your armor, but it just makes it a little bit creepy in how you're walking around like in big armor, and then it's just like, and so they both look at you, and this one person, the lady is like, hello, what do you want?
That voice.
Okay, I'm sorry that I was casually eavesdropping there.
Casually eavesdropping in conversation.
That's on me.
That's my fault. That's my beat.
My name's Nate. I want to talk to you about that symbol on your chest.
Oh, yes, the mandrill shield.
Oh, everyone's pretentious. That's what I bring about power.
So, where exactly did you get that symbol? Like, where?
Oh, it's from Mandrill. It's
Which
the coast city to the west.
Okay.
Where I got my durians.
Jacob! You ruined my tower!
It just appears on your shoulder. That's where I got my dirty.
They grab it and slam on the ground. No!
Smooth, Nate, smooth.
Don't worry, I'm still looking for trouble.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
We're the voices in his head right now. Smooth, Nate, smooth.
I offer to shake my hand. For her to shake my hand. Yeah.
Yeah, and you shake hands, and she has a stronger grip than you.
Oh my gosh! Jacob has been whipped. Nate has been whipped.
It hurts your ego a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
You're whistling a little.
So, what you guys doing here?
We were just discussing military matters. You see, Starn of the Watch here.
This is like high school. This is
I don't
really
want to be nosy again, but like.
Starn here was just where you see there's a foreign power might create a threat for Perth, especially in this time in which politics is very unstable. And so I'll let Starn continue. And then this guy, the balding guy,
The jawline.
yeah, the jawline guy, yeah,
Cool.
he's like
Yes, you see this place. This place is falling apart. It's falling apart at the seams.
This is why you shouldn't run a
He's so
dictatorship.
mad.
This is why you shouldn't run a dictatorship and attempt to run the world, not the city.
I'm not trying to run the world. I was just didn't want that dick to run an empire. So shut up. Get out of here.
Who are you talking to? We're in your head, Jacob. We're in your head, Nate. This is all happening in your head.
he's insane. Okay, yeah.
We met for one day. We've already got inside your head.
Yeah, so Starn continues.
Cyrodiil has been building up an army. They've recently got a new leader who's very militaristic and might pose a threat to us in the future. This is why Mandrill and we've decided that Perth and Mandrill need to work together in order to have a foreign military big enough.
Jacob, please stop coughing.
I was choking on the chips. I'm sorry.
So there's a joint alliance between Perth and Mandrill that's attempting to be created. Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're in charge of military matters just because you're.
Do we even have
you
an
obviously
army?
can beat someone up, so.
So basically, it's just like everyday Jacob.
I'm in charge of recreation then. Because
Okay.
painting is what I do. That's the thing
You're in
that I
charge
like.
of graffiti.
Basically, it's fun.
Okay. So, what type of army are you extremely concerned about this man raising? What makes this army do that would pose such a threat?
Well, what they seem to do is they take over our place and completely change the political system. They've already taken 3 cities.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, I don't mean to sound rude, it's just that I'm a foreigner, so I don't exactly know that much. What exactly is this current political system that you guys have?
We have a dynasty.
Answer. Okay, cool. Okay. would you possibly need a few extra hands on the job? I might know a few guys that can help.
That actually would be great at this point.
Okay.
I'm an artist.
Obviously.
I'm returning sin.
Cool. Obviously, I'm clearing myself. Hey, don't worry. I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna come back.
Jim,
Probably.
I'm
I'll probably come back tomorrow or another day.
Pacifist.
I'm gonna go get a guy that's this big, and he'll probably help us out.
You gonna look for me?
You know he's a pacifist, right?
God damn it!
And I'm just an artist. I'm a
Alright,
painter.
Alright,
Who
what
are you
expect?
expecting?
So I'm the only one here that's a warrior.
Basically,
Alright,
We're-
what we
we're
expecting
even
for you to have a
politics,
small
man.
army.
You've
Okay.
got a monk who can pretty much dodge.
So wait. So
99%.
basically, is this a
you have,
rebel
you have a
alliance
very
right now?
lucky Caleb. That's basically
No.
what you have at this point.
We're the official. I am the official military advisor.
God damn, you have a scary voice.
Do you say that?
I don't know. I'm just waiting right now. Should I have said that? No. I said that's on my head.
It's a thought. Thought.
So he's gonna look for me.
Okay. Okay. I will be back either shortly or tomorrow. I will be back, and I hope to learn more about this matter with you guys.
Farewell, my good sir.
Smooth, Chad. Smooth.
I then leave, and
And cry.
no, because she had a stronger grip than me.
So he's trying to look for
So
me.
I then go looking for Zin.
Oh, that's even funnier because I'm up on a rooftop. That's easy. You just have to look for a bald monk who just happens to be on a rooftop.
Nice. I'm gonna get water really quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Gosh dang, I got more involved into this than I meant to.
Damn it!
Am I on top of a building? Salty?
Shut up, Jacob.
Yay. Yay.
Shut up, Nate. She's hard.
I was not expecting that conversation to go like that. I was like, I thought that they were gonna be like, we're talking about you because of how stupid you were. Like I thought that's what it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like them being like, you guys are like you're super stupid for doing that. Blah blah blah.
You kind of were.
Can you stay out of this?
Okay. You're talking to yourself, right? The voice in your head. It's like, you kind of were. It's the parrot in your head.
So, does he find me looking for trouble?
Or does he find me painting? Doing literal graffiti for the city.
I'm gonna say that you can roll to try to find. Roll street smart.
Do I find anything of concern or like it's trouble or whatever? Anything that I can?
Also give
Six.
you. Okay. Also give you a plus one.
Because my street
A plus one situational bonus. So add your street smart and 1.
It's Jacob's first success.
Can you shut up?
I'm sorry. I've been ripping on you all day. I'll
Wait,
stop.
where's my street smart? My gosh. I can't find anything right now.
Intelligence.
Nate hasn't.
Oh, there we go. I'm gonna have the highest.
Oh, 3. So that's 4. So 10 total.
So he finds me.
So yeah, you look around and you're like, where would a weird guy like that be? Oh, on top of a building, of course. And so you look up right to see exactly where he is, and you're just like,
Oh, there he is.
Ah.
So so as they were talking, what did I find of interest?
Okay, so did you go into the wild sector to investigate?
No,
Okay.
because
So
that's spooky stuff, and that's not my responsibility.
you've just heard a bunch of really crazy things, and it just seems to get more and more absurd
Do
the
I
more
hear
you
it?
listen.
Do I hear it as I paint?
Like very vaguely in the background,
Yeah.
like when you're inside of a city and you hear the highway in the background, like it's just kind of white noise.
Mhm.
But you like actually focused listening and like being close enough that you can actually hear stuff. It just sounds absurd. Like it's like what is going on in there? Like it starts with like a boing sound and then a crash and then like a scream and then like someone yelling and then like the smashing of
Nah.
glass and then like some weird person muttering like or something like that. It just keeps getting more and more absurd. Yeah, clown.
Just imagining.
It's just like it's so absurd and everything seems to be happening at the same time. It's like so much is going on.
I'm
in
just
this small
imagining
place.
a really experimental song. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You see a clown walking.
Okay,
through.
well, I'm not visiting that place. but-
We are destroying that place as the
It's the
leaders
Wild West.
of the Wild Wild West.
So I guess that's what they mean by the political structure is failing, the wild sector.
The Wild Wild West.
Okay.
The Wild Wild West.
Do you say anything? Just like, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, all right, what the heck is going on over there?
Shoot, what's the guy's name again? Zen.
There we go.
It's cool. I call him Zhuang Xin.
Yes.
Zen, get your butt down here.
Why?
Just trust me. You're gonna want to hear this.
Okay. I drop down.
Okay.
Can I drop down as gracefully as when I met Caleb's character? Garriete? Yay. Yes.
Yes.
He
Hey,
rolled,
that was graceful.
he,
Okay.
he rolled a crit, I think, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
10.
yeah.
A crit for dropping down.
So yeah,
gracefully.
he jumps off the building and lands on like 1 foot and like it's like graceful.
Do you think a backflip, then a side flip, then a quarter
Okay.
flip?
Just flops around. in
Okay,
the air.
wait. Just a switch question before I say anything. What the hell were you doing up there?
I was looking for trouble. Because we were meant to.
Double.
Just call me up.
I was trying to run the city as I was
call
entrusted.
DW.
I can't hear you. Sorry, my conscience is being very annoying today.
Shut
It is
up.
okay. I was trying to run the city as how Milton would have wanted it to be ran.
Did you find anything?
Well, there was no trouble, but that place over there seems weird.
So you're very selective hearing, obviously, as yeah.
Am I still leaving that one wall, or have I moved on to other walls?
I assume you've moved on to other walls.
You know what?
Everyone's
how
like,
much time?
everyone's like, whoa.
You know what?
Like,
How
you
much time do you spend
What?
on one?
I'm
painting?
spending.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Until it's
Okay.
perfect.
Okay, then
Can you do
you're
me
still
this
working on
favor?
the same one.
What favor?
And everyone's watching like, this is my house, but now you can sell it for like 1,000 eggs.
Hey,
Yeah.
to
You're
what?
like,
It's the art house.
You're like,
That
thank
girl
you.
right there, and that guy right
No, it's
there.
actually on the side of
talking
the
about.
government building.
Can
which
I
is the
hear?
best thing.
Can you listen in?
Hey Sultan.
Yeah.
So he wants me to listen into what the lady in armor as well as the military leader is talking about.
Because
He wants me-
I don't have a good
He,
trust.
he wants me to eavesdrop on them.
Okay.
Can I attempt to? Well, but we're outside,
You
so
were gonna-
obviously I can't eavesdrop like in on them.
Just
instantly.
Spider-Man climb on the side of the wall.
Like this. You would be able to
I'd probably be
probably go
peaceful.
inside. And,
I'd probably be peaceful and be like, "Oh, hey guys, so what are we talking about here?" and then stuff like that.
Well,
Why?
This is our building.
That is true.
not really your building, but it's like
We're in charge of it.
yeah, you play a
Why?
part in it. You're
Why must I do that, Nate?
Just because I need a favor done.
What favor?
Think of it as this: you owe me back for me giving you a piggyback.
Okay. I'll walk.
That's
I'll
so
walk in
petty. I give that
So,
piggyback,
I
and I give
go-
your soul.
and search for them.
Yeah.
And I decide not to walk in. Of course, I walk in politely, and I'm like,
yeah. So you kind of go into the what's it called? The court, I guess. And then you can see. The courtyard, and you can see like in a window, in an arc, you can see these two people talking, and there seems to be a third person there who's like really buff, really big, and has like a really good beard.
okay, well, I can.
Your sneaks are like the good stuff. It's like good jawline, good beard.
Okay, I
What
can
does he
walk.
have? Good breath.
Can I walk in on
Didn't
them?
describe that.
Can I walk in on them? Not, of
your
course,
imagination.
politely, and in a room, so I can enter in what they're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Politely and not like Nate's obviously.
Correction. It was an accident.
Wait, what did you say?
He remember when he just
Jake,
loomed
Jake,
over them?
What did you say? Correction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not hear.
Oh, also,
I heard just the E.
you should also put reputations. So that's right here.
-5 for
So,
everybody.
you'd have minus.
5
It
with,
is
the, with
minus
the Emperor?
5 with the emperor.
It's pretty bad. -5 out of -10.
It's not as bad as my
So
-3 with my
Emperor
assassin.
is -5.
Minus 5. Starn of the Watch. What is he like? He likes invested, relatable, and tough. 3 things you have. So you have a +3
Oh, so they like you.
For who?
for Starn of the Watch.
Is he
He's the balding guy
military?
with a good jawline.
Is he the guy who's like,
Stern
Yeah.
of the Watch.
Starn of the Watch.
I tell you like to cut this deal.
And then for
the girl?
Please be something that.
for Erica of Mandrill.
Erica, she has a good name.
For Erica of Mandrill,
You want to save the world? You want
she likes invested and spoiled, dislikes sarcastic. I'm gonna say that you're at -1 with her.
Damn it.
You didn't have as much of a good
Impression.
impression.
I wonder if I'll kick it off because I have a +2 invested.
Okay, so I walk up to them and I'm like,
Okay.
hello, how are you guys doing today? May I be of service to you? And I'm talking to the 3 people.
Let me get water.
I'm good.
I'm talking to the 3 people and ask, is there anything I can do of service to you?
What?
Is there anything I can do of service?
Caleb, I need some
Who
water.
do- you asked
It's empty,
them
dude.
in their conversation.
Why is it empty?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, fill it up for you.
Oh, she knows there's a little bit left.
So, this guy, this big
Okay.
guy, he's like not as big as him. He's like 6'6" or something like that.
Mm.
And like really, almost like fat, but it's muscle. Like he's a big guy. He turns to you and you can see he has this like scar over his eye,
Ooh.
and his eye is like just white where the scar is.
Ooh.
It's for chicken.
It's probably like a glass eye or something like that.
What
And
does-
like there's like this cut over his face.
What is his name?
Ask.
Ask.
What is your name?
The voices in their head. Ask.
The Grinch.
You're a mean one.
So this like, everyone thinking this was gonna be an amazing campaign, and now I just fricked it up.
I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. I just met him.
Dang it!
Dang
It's
it.
gonna be a joke too, and then you just
Dang it.
ruined a joke. You stole my thunder. Wow.
What is his name? Oh no! That's not good.
I'm a mean one. Bob. Just as
His
good.
name's
Just
Bob.
as good. Just
His
as
name
good.
is Bob too.
Bob. Bob
Okay, I was-
Grinch. His name
okay,
is Bob Grinch. Bob
Bob
Grinch.
Grinchy.
Why, hello, Bob. My name is Sin Zhang, and I'm here to be of service. What are you all talking about here today?
Starn is just like,
Just painting.
Be quiet, Bob. It's not your time to speak. Who is this? Sin Jang.
That will be me.
What business do you have here?
What business?
Oh,
I was.
with me.
I was.
because you were tough.
Oh, okay.
You were a big guy.
I was told to take charge of this city as well by what's the guy's name? Milton, the guy.
Cesario Milton.
By Cesario Milton.
Oh. That guy was alright. Why would we have weaklings like you running our city? We need people of power.
Name drop Nate.
Like Nate?
Oh yes, Nate.
When?
Yes,
Wait,
yes.
did I mention when? Yes, I did mention
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
God
you
damn it!
Yeah, I did mention your name. Ah, will he be of much greater service to you?
Jacob, I'm covering for you.
Yes.
Ah, should I bring him in?
Well, we're in the middle of a conversation here.
Ah, I apologize. Is there anything I can do to make up for my impoliteness?
Take Bob for a walk.
Wait, what?
Okay.
What is their relationship? What is their relationship?
Is that actually take
Yes,
Bob
he
for a
actually
walk?
says
Does he
take
actually
Bob
want
for a
me
walk.
to take Bob for a walk? Okay.
Is Bob a person?
Bob is a person. They're the
Yeah.
big guy.
This is a
The
very
big-
sexual relationship.
Okay, so do I know where
This is a very sexual relationship.
do I know where
I was
Nate
like
is?
dog.
Wait, so do I know where Nate is? Because I'd obviously want both of
Yeah,
them
you
to
probably
be
know where you last saw him at least.
Okay.
Does any?
Have you gone? Have you left?
Yes, I have.
Where are you
Rats.
exactly?
I kind
right
of
now?
needed you. It's okay, we can't all
I
be.
go.
Does
Is there a
anyone?
tavern in here?
Yeah, the winking widow
Does
is
anyone
really
see?
close.
Okay, I go
Does
to the
anyone see
tavern.
me like
And I
just
just-
outside the wall?
I just
vandalizing
chill there,
them?
trying to listen into people's conversations, hopefully to get a bit of information of what I might possibly get myself involved with.
I decided to go to the tavern because of Bob being of extreme size as well as like his general character. I would assume he would enjoy his time in the tavern. So I take him off to the tavern.
Okay.
God dang it!
You're gonna take Bob for a walk.
I don't know you're
Does
there.
anyone-
I just
does
figured.
anyone like?
Yeah, this will
You
work.
can also see them going to the tavern, and you can see him with his really big guy.
I wave. Hey.
Hello.
Taking him for a
And
walk.
also, like, I imagine you're like holding Bob's hand, and your hand is like tiny, and then it's this huge, and it's just like you're just kind of walking him to the tavern.
Yeah, that works.
I just say awkwardly. I just like, should I follow? Oh.
You're free to follow.
Moral dilemmas.
We've had
Do I
worse.
continue painting or
Okay,
do I
so-
follow
I
my
mean-
friends?
During the first 15 minutes, we already had 2
That's
moral
good, yeah.
dilemmas.
Oh my
You
god.
missed that.
Just for reference, I painted the whole the mountain we were at
Ooh. That's
Cool,
good.
cool.
with the guy sitting on it and blowing, and I like just like, blowing wind.
Yeah, this is,
Like-
It was deep in an
this is not one of
invocation.
Squinton's paintings,
This is mine.
in which he would be blowing.
Oh my
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Squinton's a dirty son of a.
Yeah, he defiled the guy's painting by drawing like
Six figures fucking.
yeah.
That's amazing.
It's a long story. It's a
You'll-
long story.
Yeah,
Don't
so
worry, I'll catch up eventually.
You will.
yeah,
Not even he knows. Anyway, so
yeah.
I'm good. This is good. I put my initials in the bottom right.
Yeah.
So Squinton can't fucking steal this.
Yeah.
And then I.
You come back, it's like it just it's crossed
Squinton
out,
Tarantino.
Squinton.
It's like, gosh dang, Squinton. I go follow Sin as he leads this, as he takes his big man for a walk.
Yeah, this boy.
I just jog up behind. I just like make conversation with them as we walk to the tavern.
Do we arrive to the tavern?
No, you trip on the way there.
No, you die. Yeah.
Yes.
No, yeah, you get to the
Ha,
tavern.
let me roll.
Do we
He's pretty
see?
slow. Like normally your
One.
walking pace is quite fast, but this guy like it's like he's walking in slow motion. And it kind of I don't know how good your patience is, but it's a little.
You want to roll?
I'm pretty
You're
cool.
probably pretty patient.
I'm pretty cool with this.
Actually, yeah, with your how it was earlier when it's like, what's your name? And then you kept like saying the wrong name, and then you just say your name again correctly.
Yeah,
no,
you're very patient. You're very patient.
Yeah.
It's like, my name is Sin Chang. Zhuang Win.
Xinjiang.
Sang Hu.
Xinjiang. That happened at the beginning of the campaign too. All right,
So much
so
good stuff about it.
we reach.
White people trying to pronounce Asian people's names. Basically accurate.
Do I
It
see
shouldn't
Nate?
be that
Do we
hard.
all see Nate?
Yeah.
Alright.
Once you enter the tavern.
No, he's hidden into the crowd.
All right, so you're trying to like, while this happened, you got there before, so you're trying to hear some conversations and that kind of thing. What's specifically on?
More of this new leader guy, like about what Stern was talking about.
Starn. Yeah.
Mhm. Like just hearing about this leader, the army, whatever.
Oh, yeah. No one seems to be talking about it. It seems like strange because
we
like
have a
this would be
military?
big
Yeah.
news, but no one's talking about it.
So, do we
It's
have
like
a
no one
military
knows
here?
about it.
I have not seen any guards as we've walked around.
There were guards that spilled in when like to protect the emperor.
But weren't those
But no, there were
his
very
guards?
few guards. Those were his guards. Yeah.
Sure, we have no
There is
army.
the limiter.
I got
the
a
military is
bunch
very
of
limited.
armor, bro.
No army. We don't have an army here. We have no protection. Anyway, back on topic.
That
Sorry.
explains the political.
Wow. Wow.
That would explain the political thing saying that it's
I
pretty
see the
unstable.
big picture.
Yeah.
I saw the big picture.
That's-
Yeah, that's good.
I'm like,
Discourse.
oh shoot.
Okay.
We have no protection. That's the big picture.
So
Big picture.
unless we make an
So,
army, we can't leave. We're kind of stuck here. At least Nate is. Like I can kind of fight with like magic, but like I can distract at the very best.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only good fighter here, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
You have a pacifist monk who we won't talk about his fighting style.
Okay.
This dude has a dirk.
Oh, he's
I don't
Then
have
you
a
have
dirk.
a giant sword.
What
So-
Dirk? What Dirk? I don't have a Dirk.
Wait,
I don't have
so,
I don't have Dirk. What are you talking about? This is done, Dirk. I
So I
touched
tried to
my
listen-
raised feather.
So I tried to listen about this army, but no one's talking about it.
Yeah, no one's talking about it. What people are talking about is things like starvation. And the fact that, oh yeah, they call them hobes, which is like, I guess a short form for like homeless people or something like that. But they're like, another one of those darn hobes came trying to grab at my clothes or something like that. Like,
Oh, the hermits.
trying to be desperate or something like
Okay.
that. It was really pathetic. Like you hear people
Yeah.
like bashing like
In the
homeless people and like
in the middle of one of these conversations, like I walked in, not
Yeah.
stealthily at all.
yeah, yeah.
and I just questioned them. What are these hopes that you guys are talking about?
You know those darn homeless people. They think they can just live on the streets. They got to get out in the country
Are
and
we
start
here
farming.
at this point? Are we here at this point? Like, me, Jeremy, and Bob?
I'm gonna say this is right before.
Gotcha.
Those people gotta get out, start farming. Just the fact that they're starving, trying to blame us, trying to make us feel guilty just because we have some money and they don't.
I was thinking.
We have some eggs.
How did these people
Yeah,
become
economy.
homeless?
Uh,
I'm obviously emotionally bonded with this. So
yeah.
How did these people become homeless?
Ha. Just grew up in a bad home, I guess. Probably deserved it though. So dumb, these people.
I'm too spoiled.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this. Don't diss homeless people just because they try to ask you for something. You know what? If you're actually respectable and honorable, you would give something of what you have.
Ha. You know about armor. You're not honored. You don't need...
He's an aneurysm.
You can't say anything.
He doesn't, like, he has not been... This guy clearly has not been, like, talked to this way before.
Yeah.
So he just doesn't know what to say, and he's like... and then his friend, like, stands up for him or something, and he's like, what he's trying to say is, maybe if you had more honor, maybe you can't be talking because you have armor on, and so your face is not showing, and so it's like you're hiding behind that mask, right? That's what's going on. So you can say all that you want, but nothing you say matters, right? And then the friend is like,
Are we here?
Yeah.
Now-
Are we here to hear this at all?
yeah, and so now you get...
Do I hear this?
As he's starting a fight.
Do I hear this?
Yes, you just... Actually, I'm going to say you just walk in now, so you wouldn't have heard that.
So you
Okay.
okay? Now let me ask you guys something. Do you guys
I
really?
start listening.
Now, do you guys really believe that I would hide behind a mask? Because, I mean, if you guys really want me to, I will take off this mask. But before I do that, I just don't want to get...
Excuse me, gentlemen.
I don't want to get my hands dirty.
Excuse
right
me,
now.
gentlemen. I
Who
walk
the
in.
hell? Oh.
I walk in. Is there a problem here? Nate, are these fine fellows bothering you?
Where the hell did you come from?
And you can also see this really
front door.
big guy, like, he's holding hands with this really big guy that's, like, almost as tall as you, but, like,
He's saying,
He's like a foot
Yeah,
short, so
yeah.
it'd be like that.
yeah.
see, I was following Zin as he was taking Bob for a walk. Straight, like,
Okay,
straight face.
sorry. This is... I'm talking to these guys, and you guys...
Yeah.
Okay.
Are these fine
Okay, no,
gentlemen
no,
bothering you?
just... Here, don't worry. I'll handle these guys. You three, here. Can I give them some money? Okay.
Well,
don't
there's
have
no
money.
money, but it's
Some
like, you give
eggs.
them things that they would trade for things.
Okay. I give them eggs.
I can
I give you
I
guys
can make
I
my
give
own
you guys
money.
some eggs. Here, go get yourself some beer, get wasted. I don't care. I need to talk to these men right now though. Without anyone else around.
I mean,
Okay,
so
I
yourself.
give Bob some good ale.
If you need me, I'll be at the bar.
Okay.
I give Bob some good ale
Okay.
as well.
Just remember,
Okay.
no one here's fought a day in your life, but you have. And I turn around and walk away.
Okay. I turn back to these guys.
I gave him some roasting advice.
Okay, so you turn back, and these guys have scrammed. They're... Like, the
Oh,
table is
God.
empty.
Oh, these
and you can... And
pansies.
just for, like, comedic value, you can even see, like, the
The
chair,
door.
like, still wobbling.
Oh my gosh.
the door.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
See, they're cowards.
At this
What?
point, I walk up to him and I. Oh wait, I can't tap it on the shoulder. It's like, no, his
On
arm.
the
and
knee.
I'm
Dude, come on, slam.
like, don't worry about them, Nate. They are cowards. They don't believe in whatever. They're not. They're hypocrites. They're not faithful of what they say.
I didn't want to find out why there's homeless people though, because I personally don't like when I hear that people are homeless. So
I can understand that.
I'm gonna go find these guys real quick. Bye. I run out of the tavern and I'm looking for these guys now.
Can
Okay,
I?
yeah.
Can I go after him?
At this
Oh
point,
wait, I'm supposed to look after Bob.
You just takes Bob with them. Come on.
Let's go, Bob!
At
Another
this point-
adventure.
At this point, I'm gonna tail Nate. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna tail from about because I want him to do what he has to do by himself. Like I want him to do it. I want him to do his own thing. But at the same time, I'm gonna watch in case he gets in case it could affect him in a negative way.
Mhm.
I'll be your literal conscience at this point.
That's cool.
So if
This
you
is the casually throws out random comments when I'm talking. Don't say that. Don't say that. Yeah, say that.
Speedwagon.
Say that strong.
Metagaming.
So I'm looking for.
I am metagaming.
Wait, so I'm
in-game.
looking for these guys.
I'm
You're
tail- I'm
following
tailing
me,
I'm tailing.
No, I changed my mind. I need to look after Bob.
and he's giving her
Bob
Bob
a
a
walk.
hug.
No, a walk. He's taking me for a walk.
My plan was to get you guys to be engaged
So-
in conversation, but apparently not. So I will.
So what is this conversation that they have to each other? Like Bob and.
Bob is surprisingly quiet. He said a few things.
His skin ruptures, and a freaking demon comes up.
He said a few things, but he seems like quite an unintelligent person.
No, you have to take him for a freaking walk.
Yeah,
Bob, what is Bob's last name?
he's not told you a last name.
Oh.
It's as if he doesn't have one.
Bob Grinchette.
What is my reputation with him? And the
I'm gonna say
other people.
+10.
you're not very tough, so -1.
What about the star?
Starn, I'm also gonna say -1.
And Erica, -1,
0.
0. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm attempting to talk to Bob. So what do you do for a living?
Do you have wife? You have a kid? How's the kids, man?
I follow Starn.
Wasn't it like?
Bob.
I follow
There we go.
You follow Storm, that man that's extremely strong and very brawny. Yes.
Not as plenty as Bob.
What's
What?
Starn like?
Good man.
Good man. What has he done to gain your favor?
Oh.
Help family.
Like, in what way?
My daughter.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Fought in a war.
Oh. So you guys are brothers in combat, brothers in arms.
He looks away, like he doesn't know what this means.
Oh. So I need to be more simple-minded.
Ouch.
Basically, how you should be all the time, except you don't.
Yeah.
My name is a monk.
Plus
and
3
I'm
in
also
weird.
super-
Plus 3 in weird, so yes.
Plus 3 in weird. Yeah. That's-
I'm gonna actually say roll relatable, just for like the general conversation.
That is okay, because I will fail miserably. Oh, that's a 6.
Fine.
No, 5.
6 minus 3.
3. So yeah, no,
Oh.
he doesn't really he doesn't really connect with you.
Ah.
The conversation just kind of keeps dying.
Ah, that is okay. And give him some more ale anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy seems to have like a huge alcohol tolerance. Like it doesn't affect him.
Hey, it's not called ale. It's called L.
I'm a drinking buddy.
Hey, it's Bob.
I also give him some lychee.
My name is
Ah, yes,
Bob.
lychee.
Just to be friends. And they...
Some more fruit. Jacob doesn't know.
Your reputation increases by 1.
Yes.
Oh,
It's at 0.
0. It's at 0 now.
I give him some fruit. We are
He's
fighting.
simple-minded, so
We
maybe
are
he will like
fighting.
food.
Yes.
Dude,
Food and drink.
We're gonna be fighting like the main evil god or whatever. You're gonna hold out a fruit, and we're gonna win.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
Like,
peace.
oh, I like you guys. I like
Would
this
you
guy.
like
Yeah, yeah.
Would you like a dragon fruit before we proceed to engage in combat?
I am not.
I just then like come behind.
I am not
I just
evil.
look
Yeah,
at
just cut him in half. It's like, oh.
yeah, just hit my claim. I'm like, yeah.
And then I'm like, I can paint.
Yeah.
I'm really good at
Oh, I
painting.
should paint this. This looks
Yes.
No, I mean that'd be kind of
yeah.
cool. Like us fighting a
This
god,
is
him
bad.
holding a fruit, and then me right behind.
And then this is pretty badass.
And then
It's
there's
like,
Philip's
wait,
character.
Nate, could you just stay still for a second?
Hey, stop moving! I'm trying to paint. He's moving a lot. Just make him stay still. Stop it! I'm trying to paint you guys. Nate, don't kill him too fast. Hold on. Make him suffer so I can paint this.
It's so dark.
Has my wound
Kill
healed?
him slowly.
Like my willpower must have increased, right?
Yeah, your wound
Screaming in pain.
+1.
His kids run out.
Well,
Like, yeah, or I guess -1. Like you've healed.
The
what about my
drama.
willpower?
You can roll for investigate actually.
Yes, it's
Okay,
back.
so that's to a maximum of neutral.
So basically my willpower is at 3.
Your willpower's at 3.
Yes, it's maxed. Yes. It's back. Okay.
Nice.
So,
What are you looking at?
and then if my harm is 5, then yes.
Thanks, Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeet. Idolatry.
Ooh, that reminds me actually.
Take the dice Quentin Tarantino.
You might need to leave now.
Why?
Because I'm not sure if my parents will be able to drive you.
And you
Is that
and you never seasoned Zinjuan again.
319.
I'm gonna go see if my dad is here.
I was here at the beginning, now stay till the end.
I was here in the middle, and I shall stay to the end.
So you know that that wise guy in the mountain?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently this letter is connected to my soul or something.
Wait, you can't tell him about the letter, remember?
Yeah, why not?
You can't, remember?
No, this letter.
Oh, that letter.
Okay.
No, you can't tell anything related to...
Yeah, no, this. He's a guy now. I'm not gonna tell him what's on it. Dude, he's part of the group.
Oh yeah, you're walking and then you can talk about him.
Yeah.
About, like,
Wait. What's our group's name?
44 then 79.
44 then 79.
The
Then
Nate
4.
game.
The Nate. No, Nate wants to battle.
No.
Misty, you're gonna miss me.
Well, I said to talk about this at school or something. Be like, what should the name of it?
Yeah. So yeah, what should it be?
Yo, I can't tell. I'll have to leave now if that's the case. Sorry, what?
The Perth. I mean,
Drive you.
Oh, it is okay?
Yep.
Yay.
Are you going now? Or you going later?
No.
He's going later. He's going a long time.
We'll have to discuss this later, but we have to know what our team name is gonna be.
Yeah.
The shits. Perfect. Describes who we are. Perfect.
Okay. So he's
Also, have you
flirting
showed-
with
have you
Bob.
showed him that?
I said that it was connected to my soul, the guy in the mountain. That's it though. Like it's just cool. Like it's just small talk.
Cool.
After fighting those two, see, they make fun of the homeless. He doesn't like it when they do that. I don't like it when they do that. So we're both pissed. Let's go. Yeah. So he's talking to Bob. What are we doing right now?
Yeah, what are you doing? You're just drinking?
No, we're fighting homeless people.
We're trying to look for them.
Right.
No,
Okay, so you go.
For the guys who badmouth the homeless people, right?
So you go and you can see somewhat in the distance. There's a little bit of a hill going up, and
Combat encounter.
into the wild. It stretches into the wild sector. There's like a road that kind of goes up into a hill in the wild sector, and you can see that the one guy that you were talking to, the guy that like didn't know how to deal with you saying that. He's a little bit bigger. He's like sitting there with like a sword, and he's like leaning against a building.
Maybe
And then his friend is there like with a crossbow like loading it.
maybe this isn't the best place. To
Watch
get the
me.
conflict. Maybe we have an image to uphold.
Don't worry, no one's gonna see it.
You piss off the emperor, and now you're gonna attack.
I'm not gonna piss off anyone. Mind your own freaking business. No,
Alright.
okay, you know what? Here,
If you need help,
here.
Oh.
I don't mean to sound rude.
no,
Just
no.
that when it comes down to something like this is something I'm very emotionally attached to.
No, I get it. And I'm saying go for it. Just make sure there's no witnesses.
Well, damn, you should have just started with that then. So I continue running after. I see the guy with
So
the.
I'm
run
gonna say roll for invested, because right now there are a lot of things that could easily distract you.
Should I roll or do I just watch? Or do I,
With
do I
this?
not watch?
Yeah.
3
Plus.
And then you add, I think 2.
Yeah, 2.
Okay, so 5. So as you're going towards them, you do get distracted by things. Firstly, you see a person playing with a ball in an alley. Then you see a person juggling. Then you see a person like running around dancing weirdly. And then you see a bunch of people like looking around at the stars. And then you see one drunken person stumble out of a building and just fall headfirst into the ground. You just like there's a lot to distract you here. This place is actually like it's just wild.
Okay.
Ah, man, it's the Wild West. Do I see?
It's a good thing I didn't join you guys.
Do I see a Birbio? Do I see Birbio here?
No, Birbio's not here.
No!
No!
What's the point of playing? Birbio's not here.
You two versus Birbio and Birbio.
Alright,
Everyone is Birbio.
I am Birbio.
I am God.
Alright, sorry.
Okay,
Keep going.
go.
Sorry.
Yeah. So they see you at this point as you're walking towards them, and the one guy like brandishes his blade, and then he's just like,
Oh shit.
"What do you think you're doing here?"
Oh, we're rubber.
You see these potatoes?
Wait up.
1 second.
Don't worry, I'm coming across. You know, I'm flattered you remembered me.
Great start. I like this.
Yeah, we just saw you like 2 minutes ago.
No crap. Oh, there we go. I'm done with my chips. Okay.
You want beef?
Look,
Do you want beef? Did you
Where's
ask
the
that?
Where's the meat?
He's
I
offering you
smell
food.
like beef. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
He's asking if you want food.
Wow.
The one guy kind of like
Dead meme.
twirls his like very dexterously twirls his little hand crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Okay.
You're not even giving them guns?
No, not this guy.
Oh,
They're poor.
Okay.
oh yeah.
I turn around and look at the guy twirling his crossbow, and I just say to him, "Trust me, man. You don't want to try this right now."
Ha! This guy thinks he can. We're the ones with the weapons here. We outnumber him 2-1.
Did they not see the great sword on my back?
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Okay, obviously they're not.
Actually, no, the angle because you're so tall and then it like just.
You're bigger than the greatsword.
I just like, okay, it's always.
You're gonna join them?
Oh wait. So he says that I just.
I'm sketching.
Okay, just no offense, bro.
Are you blind?
No, he's not
I'm
here.
not with
Like
them.
I just casually say
No,
that.
he's not here.
No,
The
dude,
question
no,
is, are you blind? You know who you're going up against, right? We're the Sandra
see how
boys.
this
The Sandra boys don't get beaten. And then you can see that like 4 others come out from like the alleyways around, and they kind of like surround you.
I close the journal that I was sketching it, and I start to like I make my way towards the like still being far enough away so they don't notice. But again,
Are we in a place where everyone can see us right now?
A lot of people can, but everyone's either insane or doing random.
Do I
things.
notice this?
yeah,
If I checked out
Everyone wants to see what.
You can probably see this, yeah. If you were to care about where these people were, then yeah.
Yeah, so I decide to look back and see. Do I see it? Like,
Yeah, they're getting
oh
in the
dear.
fight. It looks really
So,
sketchy.
Bob, would you like to join me in
I
saving
grab
our
my-
friends?
Bob, not fight.
oh.
Why?
Star, not ask.
Ah,
My name is Star.
but what about that big boy over there? What if he gets beat?
I'm not fight.
Okay,
What about that big boy over there?
okay, Bob, do you know where Starn is?
Star in building.
Would you like to go there right away?
Yes.
Okay, go there. I will join them, and then
So-
I walk slowly towards like the battlefield.
One thing I do is like I get one vial of blue paint.
Yeah.
One of white. I get them ready for an ice spell, and I grab my dirk from my beret.
Okay.
And I get closer.
Please don't roll a natural one. If you roll a natural one and you feed, I will beat you so bad.
Dude, you're asking for it, man. But yeah, but like I'm walking far enough away so I'm not noticed by them, but I'm still close enough so I can get ready, get an ice spell ready just in case.
Okay.
I'm walking slowly towards them. Like I'm not. I don't think it's a hurry that I need to get.
I like some more pumped up music right now. Okay.
This is good.
Wait, should I actually? Should
I
I, use,
was just like, okay, let's go.
Let's go.
should I
Jacob.
actually apply my stealth dash towards running towards them, or should I just
Sure.
walk?
No, you. Are you trying to stealth?
I'll go. I'll do some stealth.
Yeah.
Dash. I'll do my stealth dash and run towards them. How about that?
Sure. Go.
Yeet.
1. You learned another skill.
All right.
I can't. It's something I knew.
It doesn't increase your stealth dash.
Oh.
But
Do I learn a new skill?
roll for roll for
double stealth.
What did you get for
dash.
that? What did you get for that?
Stealth dash 1 plus. Stealth dash is nimble, right?
Yeah.
So 1 plus 3, 4.
Okay, so you look back at Bob and then you look and you're just confused, and so you take an extra bit and then you start to run.
Oh, okay. So I don't fail.
You don't fail, but you are pretty slow in getting there.
Okay.
I want you seeing the big picture to see if any of them have like limbs or reduces in their bodies, so, like any disabilities. May I do that?
Sure, go.
All right. Just to give Jacob some.
And do you know what you're gonna do?
Yeah, just say.
Pull up my sword and
6,
cleave
7.
them all.
So that is a caution. So 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8.
Okay, so the one guy, he actually looks like he has some kind of leg problem.
All right.
And then the other guy, he looks like he has his back is kind of broken or something like
All
that.
right.
Something's wrong. Like he has really bad posture.
I make eye contact with Nate. I point to the guy with the leg. I point to his leg, and then for that guy, I point to his hunchback.
Okay, I acknowledge both of them. Okay. Okay. Wait, so there's 6 people around me right now, right?
Dude,
Okay, I'm
those two
dashing-
have weapons, and then everyone else is just ready with their fists.
I'm dashing.
So
I'm
only
dashing
them
forward.
two have weapons.
Yes.
I'm ready to get my paint, my dirk.
Some of
Okay,
these guys look pretty brawny though.
Okay, guys. Before we begin,
With a big flourish, take it out.
do you guys want to say any last words?
Oh yes! Oh, here we go, boys!
Oh no.
We are now doomed to die.
looks like we're dealing with another arrogant one here.
My lesson is
This'll be
at
fun.
4:45, if that's of relevance. So
Okay.
this could go a bit longer.
Okay.
I just need to get there by 4:45.
Okay. Looks like we're dealing with another arrogant one. And the guy with the crossbow raises it, and they try to shoot at you. Do you desire to dodge, or parry, or what do you want to do?
Use your
Well, I
great
haven't
sword to
taken
block
out my
it.
sword yet. Can I catch it?
You can try. That would be a nimble roll, so that would not be good for you. But you could try.
nimbleness would be good. Yeah, no, I'll dodge it then.
Okay.
Yeah,
it also
just
nimble?
That would
dodging.
also be nimble.
Yeah, dodging I'm fine at though.
Okay.
You have armor on though, right?
Yeah, I'm on
Alright,
too.
gotcha.
Of course! Of course!
Wow. Okay. Well, you get one in dodging ranged.
Yeah.
You get that in skill. So dodge,
-3.
Dodge
though.
range.
-3.
Under nimble.
1 -3 because of his.
Oh yeah, no,
his
that's
tough
it's horrible. So it hits you. It hits you right there.
Frick.
But because of your armor, it only deals 1 damage.
Okay.
You'll
Wait.
now need to roll for willpower, which is a D4. Is that nice?
Oh,
4, nice.
he's
Okay,
fine.
yeah. So your
He's fine.
willpower increases. You are driven by this. You get a +2 willpower. So you're. So this goes up to this.
6.
5.
5. So,
So-
he's +3 to rolls. He's
You got +3 to pretty much all rolls.
Oh yeah. Sorry. The,
adrenaline rush.
I have +1 to rolls. I forgot.
Yeah,
about
you have
that.
+1
I have
rolls.
an. I have an. I'll
Okay.
start now.
Remember that, yeah. What do you do now?
I run straight for the guy who shot the crossbow at me.
Okay.
I pick him up and I throw him at the guy with the sword.
All right. Roll just tough.
Okay?
Oh, he's fine. You're fine. You can do this. Wait, it made contact with the dice, did it not?
Oh yeah, it did.
Who cares? Grab. Okay, so you get
Plus
that.
3.
You get that as a
Plus 2.
skill.
Plus 3. Plus 2.
Firstly, you get that as a skill, which is grab
Grab.
or grapple or whatever.
It's
you wanna
plus 3 plus 2, so that's a 6.
call it. Yeah.
Okay, which is tough, I'm assuming.
Tough. Yeah.
Okay.
So you try to. Oh, what do you actually get for that though? What do you actually get for that? So that'd be a +3 plus 2
2.
plus.
4 plus 2, 6.
What do you get from this? +3.
Plus 3, yeah.
So tough. Okay, so that's you add
That's 7. That's 7.
8 to that. Right?
8.
+1, so 9.
Yeah,
So
9.
you
He
got-
basically
oh my God,
grabs
so-
him.
Never
He actually
mind.
grabs him.
So I'm going to roll for that guy. He
8.
slips away. So you go for it and you trip on your way there, and so he just has enough time to back up as you try to grab for him.
At that point, I like for the 3 guys who haven't moved yet, I'm gonna grab the white and blue paint.
You should no, you know what you should do? You should just casually tap
Metagame.
them and just try to get them distracted. Just hey, how you doing? So just after I'm done, I can just
Yo, you look cool. Oh yeah. Oh. Ooh.
I will do that actually. I'll be like, hey guys, how you doing? Then I'll just throw the paint in the face and do an ice spell. Hey guys!
Okay. Roll weird.
Roll weird? Roll weird. Okay, gotcha. That is a 10 plus.
Oh, no.
Hold on. That's 10 plus 1 plus 2. That's 12.
12. Nice. Okay, so
freezes them.
So he completely succeeds. I don't.
But
So-
my luck is EX.
so your weird is +2. So what
No,
happens?
it's plus 1.
Or +1. Okay. So what happens is you like throw the paint in his face and then it like freezes and like blinds him.
All three of them.
Okay, nice. So it like blinds them and like they fall to the ground and they'll each take 1.
Here you go.
Quickly roll.
I got you, Nate. I got you.
All right. So
What
2
is
of the
it?
guys are like driven by this. Like that makes them
Shit.
more angry. So their willpower increases. But one guy just like crumples to the ground. He just gives up. He's just like
I kick. Hey.
So it's one of these guys down. Now it is. What do you do?
Okay,
He's still
I'm
running,
walking.
trying to catch up to us.
I'm trying to catch up, and then I see Nate, and now I will. Do I see them attempting to like counterattack Nate?
Yeah.
I shield Nate.
Oh
Alright.
my gosh!
So roll.
Oh shit.
Roll weird.
I shield Nate from the damage.
Nice.
then
Okay.
he's-
Yeah. So
he'll
you gain
succeed.
2 defense.
Oh shoot. Okay.
No, 3 defense.
9 plus
I have
3.
6 defense now.
No,
You have-
I'm not letting you.
That's 3 defense.
Dude.
Yeah. So you have
Yeah.
6 defense now.
No.
So you pretty much can't take damage.
So
Yeah, basically.
at this, so what happens is I raise my hand. And
We're all standing.
An invisible
This is
shield.
so cool.
An invisible shield that only I can see covers Nate now. Like he can't be harmed at this point unless they break his AC.
Okay, so the one guy with the long sword, he like tries to swing at you, and he will try to hit your armor,
He fails.
which
though.
is, what do you try to do? Do you try to dodge, or what do you try to do? Do you try to catch his blade?
I'll try to counterattack.
Oh, okay, cool.
Parry.
Cool,
Parry.
cool.
Yeah.
So just roll an attack against his attack.
I'll roll here if you want.
Hopefully, better luck.
Ooh.
Better luck.
Okay, so he tries to swing at you, and then just with your gauntlet, you just go psh, and like hit his sword away.
Yeah.
And deflect his sword. Roll an unarmed strike against him.
You have not taken out your sword yet, yeah.
I still haven't taken out my sword. I'm just waiting for that. 7.
Oh, that was a one
Okay, yeah.
again.
So he will try to dodge, and
He
1.
fails.
So
Oh, the tables have turned.
so he tries to like jump away, but he's just so like surprised by this. It's like what? And so you just like punch him right in the face. I'm gonna roll willpower for him. And how much
dear.
damage is your unarmed strike? He gets a 1, so he's
Wait, where's unarmed?
unarmed is 4 damage.
4 damage.
Okay, so you punch him right in the nose. That just killed the music. That's sad.
Oh,
Okay, so
there we go. Back in there.
you punch him in the nose, and then he just like falls to the ground holding his nose, and he's like ah, and he drops his sword. Then his friend tries to like shoot at you with close range. He will try to roll an attack. That's an 8. What do you wish to do? He's
Wait.
shooting the arrow at you.
Okay.
After last time, dodging projectiles, you have better chance.
Yeah. Okay, sure. I'll try to dodge it again.
Cool.
Come on, work with me here, baby. Come on.
You'll need very high.
Gosh dang it!
Hold
no.
on. Could I actually give him a hand with the whole like after I learned the whole like after I did the whole like blowing wind thing, I'm able to like blow a huge gust of wind after getting 2 10s.
On your turn, very.
On my turn, gotcha.
Okay, so this guy he
Yeah.
shoots an arrow at you and it hits you in like the shoulder. But because of the magical armor, it doesn't seem to affect you.
Dope.
Do I acknowledge it? Do I just
You acknowledge like it like hits your armor and like it would dislocate your shoulder, but it's like
You're like,
the
hey.
magical armor kind of just like
Yeah.
kind of thing. And then the guy like starts to look hopeless. He's like, "Oh shit! Oh no!" And then there are a bunch of like other guys around that like are coming towards you intimidatingly. One guy pulls out a dagger.
Oh, this
Oh,
is not good.
Let's go! I got it!
This is not good.
What do you do? You
So-
can go.
I'm gonna. So I have the two guys with the S on their face, right?
Yeah.
There's are they the ones with the broken legs and back?
The guy that had the hurt leg was the guy that had the sword, and now he's like just holding his face on the ground.
So I'm gonna go to like a place where I can see like 3 of them in like a row because like they're blinded, right?
Yeah.
Like 2 of them, I guess.
2 of them.
And I'm gonna try to blow them all down on each other.
Okay.
So is that possible?
Yeah.
With weird plus 1. 8, 9, 10.
That would be a success on them. Oh wait, a 10?
I got 10.
2 ones. Okay, so one guy would be good against this, but then the other guys just like hit him and like knock him over too. So they all just topple over each other. And so there's one guy that's like holding his face because it's frozen from last time. And then there are the other 3 guys, 2 of them blinded, and they're now being blown back and like tumbling on top of each other. And then there's the guy that you like punched in the face and he's like holding his face crying. And then there's the guy with the crossbow who's just like, I can't do anything.
He's just intimidated by Jake. By
I would
Nate.
say you've won this combat encounter.
Hey guys, our first combat encounter victory.
Wait.
High fives all
we
around.
did it.
Dang, I didn't even think I have a great sword yet.
We
That's
did
what
it, boys.
That'd be the best event.
I wanted him to like take out the dagger and be like, I'm gonna kill you, and we just
You
like.
know what's great? You know what's awesome?
That's
Guys,
cute.
may I say that the artist did the most work here?
Yeah.
The artist did the most work.
I'll be honest, yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
I smells and wind.
I'm picking up and rolling natural ones. I've never rolled that bad in all of D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So after this fight,
That's
they
my
kind of
third-
run
that's my
away.
third critical
They kind of
success.
run away, like hobble away, and like stumble over each other.
Can I grab the guy that I punched in the face?
do you have
Can
a
I
crowd?
grab
Yeah.
him there?
Yeah. Sure.
Do you have a crowd?
And that's exactly what it is. There is a crowd of mostly peasants that have come around, and they just start like clapping. They're all like happy, and some start cheering and like whistling, and like
I got a
Being
name.
influenced.
there's an applause.
I got a name and I whispered, make a speech. You started this. You can do it, man.
You can do
You can do it. We're right behind you. It has to be simple, sweet. Eat your chips. Eat your chips. Eat your chips there.
You can do it. Don't choke.
I just have like a special pocket of chips in my armor. I'm just like,
How are they getting
You
chips
just
out?
grind them.
Against his mask.
Yeah. Grate them like cheese.
Yeah. So you grab.
wait,
this
so they're
kid,
all just applauding right
Yeah,
now.
they're all applauding
except you grab one of them.
as you've grabbed this one
Oh,
guy,
yeah.
and then the rest are like just trying to escape,
Yeah.
just running away.
Okay.
We kicked so much ass. Dude.
Okay. Before I make. Ooh. What I could use him inside the speech.
If it helps, they're called the Syndro Boys.
Do I notice the any of the people who came to watch, who came to like, the whole meeting today? Are they there watching this, or is it just peasants
Like the meeting is in like in the
in the town
Citadel?
in the Citadel?
No.
Like
No,
is
it's
Bob
just,
there?
It's just peasants.
No,
It's just like
did,
people
did,
that are.
Did Bob grab his
from Wild
his master, whatever his name is?
Okay.
Because Bob did
No,
know
I
about
just
this.
sent Bob back.
Oh.
Yeah, he sent Bob back.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Frick, I don't want to say anything. Like I'm wondering. Okay.
Take your time, man.
Look
Also, you got there. Like you were just running there the whole time.
He didn't do
He gets
anything.
there, it's like,
Except
oh,
for the invisible
it's
armor.
done.
Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
dude,
Right,
that,
no, you
that
did
was
do that,
teamwork
yeah.
Yeah, I
the
just put
whole
the
way
invisible
through.
armor. That's it.
Okay.
That helped actually.
Yeah.
Wait. Wait, the part of lucking again? The what?
The
What?
shield.
Oh, the
would've
Syndro
looked-
Boys is what
The
they're called.
Syndro boys.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna go to the bathroom. You guys keep going.
Yeah.
Look at this Syndro boy. This man insulted.
All of you, peasants.
Wait, are they homeless?
Yeah, most of them are.
Okay. This man insulted so many homeless people. I stand for homeless people. I will not tolerate anything. If any of you have any more complaints from anyone about you guys being homeless or about any abuse just because of what your status is in the hierarchy, I will fight for you, and I do not mind doing so. I then walk away still holding the Syndro boy because I want to question him after this.
Cool. Everyone just like cheers and they're like, "What should we call you?"
The big three?
Nah.
Plus
we're
Philip
being
later.
joined.
But like, where's Philip later? Plus Philip, but
The big.
the big 3+1.
Wait, what shall we? Wait, like me or all
You,
of us?
You.
Oh, me.
Like his title?
Yeah.
Nate the Great.
Nate the
Nate the Great.
The Grinch.
Nate the Rich.
You're a mean one.
Call me. I don't know. Call me. I don't know. There we go. Guys, what's a good nickname that they can call me?
The King of Peasants.
I like it.
Who said that? Who said
Who
that?
said that? The DM?
Thank you, conscience.
Nate the King
Thank
of
you, God.
Peasants.
Creativity.
Call me Nate, the king of peasants.
And then
Are you calling us peasants? You're super mad.
Dang it, I'm rich, man.
Hey!
Don't have a sense of style, God.
You guys really want to go there right now?
Everyone just leaves. Hey! You know what? I don't want this guy.
Yeah. Okay. They cheer and they start to like chant your name and like
Nate,
spread out throughout the town.
Nate.
Dude, like we had a speak about homeless people. It was great. This is a great first session.
Yes.
This turned out awesome. Keep going.
So yeah, and then they kind of like leave you. Most of them, like some people are still watching to see what you'll do with the guy. But
Okay. So he was leaning against the wall, right? Or like
yeah, he was
against-
leaning against the wall.
Yeah. I pinned him up against the wall and I say, so how did all these people end up becoming homeless?
He's like, well, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm with him as well, right? I'm with them.
So am I. The big.
I
three.
punch him in the gut to add intimidation.
Sure, I actually roll tough for that, just like for intimidation.
Roll a natural. Oh, crap, I'm not intimidated.
You break your hand.
Are you
No,
serious?
that's a 10. That's
It's a
perfect.
10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 0
That's like
means
the max.
10.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so
like,
scared.
no!
You just
Zero!
No, dude, a 0 is a 10.
You scared him
no, it's
to
good, it's
death.
good.
That
Yeah,
was
no,
good.
he actually, like, he starts to, like, have a panic attack, and he's like,
I think you're too.
okay.
Get a hold of yourself.
I think you're too scary, old lord of peasants.
And he starts to, like, cough up blood, and, like, his nose is bleeding, and he's like, okay, it's the winter wind,
The whites.
the winter wind whites are taking money from the homeless because,
Right down.
and like, it's not just that, it's the Starlit Dynasty is taking money in the form of tithe and they're like, people just don't have the money. People just don't have any of the resources or anything to give for this, but they're being pressured to give. In
We're listening on
every
this,
place.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all here.
Yeah, you guys are just chilling right behind me. So basically, it's like me holding this guy against the wall, and you two are just like,
We're the
Hey, how you doing?
we are the least intimidating bodyguards ever.
Yeah. And then
I
it's
am a
like-
paintbrush and he is a midget.
And taxes are so high. There's a law made a long time ago.
We're the leaders.
We can't have a max of 15%
That's the guy
on
we need to
taxes,
take
but
out.
for some reason, like every person in power has always kept that taxes at 15 at the max because, and it's just not good for the poor. I don't know. I used to be poor, but then
So
I raised out of it by like stealing and things, and so now
I don't want anyone to do that. I already know what that's like.
How did you steal
Okay.
that? So tall. I know.
we'll fight now.
I didn't.
No, hold on. That was to
Wait,
myself.
tears in
That was
his
to
mouth.
myself. That was to myself. It was like under my breath. I was like, how?
Okay.
Like, I get how I can do it, but you're super fat. I mean, big. That's not come out right. I'm sorry. I meant like fat,
Okay,
like
you
cool.
walk
then-
up.
Like
I
pH
then-
fat.
I then
pH fat.
hold him there and I ask him, have you ever stolen any money from the poor?
Well, yeah, of course. Who else would I steal money? I get like,
I then throw him to the side and walk away.
and he just like holds his like wounds as he like crumples to the ground.
Nate, the Emperor, he seeks to purge everything. He's been helping these people. That is why we are here.
That's not the information that I just got.
Well, that is unfortunate.
All right, so that guy's name is Antario.
Well, do not forget that.
Ontario?
Don't forget that we.
So Ontario, I'm assuming my interaction with him is like a minus 18.
-7.
Okay.
Well, -7. Like, don't be fair. Like, they're not good warriors, but they are the only ones that.
Actually have arms.
Yeah. So we might need them. I'm sure.
Well, we're gonna have to do me a favor because I didn't just kill that guy.
We didn't kill anybody, did we?
Nope.
Yeah.
We just hurt them real bad.
So we're all walking back to the Citadel, right?
Yep.
We walk past like all like the things and all that. The my mural.
I still find it funny that no one knows how to have a great sword still.
No one can see it. You have not used it once.
I haven't used it once.
The Starlit Dynasty is who
Also,
we're attempting to keep out
Just
of
for an
power.
aesthetic feature, I have a cool idea in mind. What if you had like a black cape or something like that, and then your greatsword is under that, so you ripped off your cape if you're ever going to use your greatsword, and then you like take your greatsword out. And
I start the chorus and everyone's like, super anime. I love it. That's great.
yeah.
But yeah,
Okay, cool.
so what do you wish to do, O King of Peasants?
Please don't tell me you guys are gonna start calling me that.
Of course we will.
Of course, it is only respectful. But yeah, but remember, we are in charge now.
Okay.
The Starlit Dynasty is the people that we would like to keep out of power. Me and Perrier here.
Mm-hmm.
We would both prefer that they don't keep in power, otherwise bad things will happen.
We have a lot of things to do. We have to improve the town's farming
wait,
and its
so-
defenses.
That is true. Okay, this is my plan. Tomorrow, we start training.
Or next session, by the way.
Training training a peasant army to maintain order.
Better than nothing.
I'm gonna train them just how to defend.
To defend themselves.
Yes. Obviously, there's some things that are going wrong inside the city.
I'll work on the economy. I have some knowledge. It was part of my teachings when I was a child. I know
Damn,
things
Loki
about
just
it.
got promoted to leader. I'm so happy right now.
To be fair, you kind of did, which I'm totally cool with. Like I think we're all cool with it right now.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I'll be in charge. Remember, there are 3 leaders. I'll be in charge of the economy. I know some things about it, and I can teach them how to make art or paint.
Sounds
How to
good.
make their own
Yeah,
products.
no, it sounds good. Honestly, just teach these men how to have a normal life.
Jeremy, sorry. Is it Sin? Shoot, broke
Sin.
the ball. Sin. How are you with farming and such?
I am good at harvesting, and I do know a lot.
You are a man with many fruits.
Yes, that is true. And then at this, I pull up banana.
Where'd you get that?
At this point, I pull up banana, start
How
eating
the
it.
hell? Okay.
Okay, so there's this one guy that comes up to you, and he seems to be wearing like light armor. He has like a cape and like long hair that's like
Hey,
somewhat
kid buddy,
straggly.
how you doing?
Hey!
Yeah, and he has like somewhat darker skin. And he comes up to you and he's like, well, hello there. Are you the one that they call Nate, the king of peasants?
Ooh, chills, man, chills.
Besides the fact that your voice is kind of creepy right now, yeah, that's me.
Well, you can call me Rel, the Harbinger.
Oh crap! Oh shoot!
And I am going to change things around here, and you look like a perfect person to change things with. I support you in what you wish to do.
Hold
Call
on.
me an ally.
Do I recognize him at all?
You've seen this guy around.
No, I mean, do I recognize him as the wise man on the mountain?
No.
What does it mean? The wise man is the harbinger. Shit, this is not good.
What do you say?
I suggest you.
I then walk back with them 3 to discuss.
And you kind of feel his glare.
we
You
should-
kind of feel his
Yeah.
gaze as you go.
We should keep an eye on him.
Let us be wary of him, for our letter also brought out
News about a harbinger.
News of a harbinger.
What letter?
I had him in the letter.
Yeet.
I guess you could say apparently I wrote it,
I have to read
or my
it.
soul's connected to it. Yeah. As we get when we get back, I'm gonna spend some time meditating, trying to get back to that world I've been into.
Cool.
I think it's cool. We had separate mini arcs for the whole thing. Like,
Mhm.
like I had to think about meditation, and I excelled in that. He discovered things about his old home, and then he became the lead, and he became basically the he had a whole thing with it was actually pretty cool, yeah. So the power. This is it's like a TV show. I like it a lot.
Okay.
You must be careful around here.
D&D should be.
Right? Exactly.
D&D though, but yeah.
Well,
Okay.
It's
I
the same
like the con.
We must
the
be
con battle
careful
a lot
around
better.
him, Nate.
It is a lot better.
I
He
will.
doesn't seem
You worked over the development.
friendly at this moment in time.
Mhm.
Not to me, anyway.
I will, for sure. I also don't feel safe around him.
Okay. Your
I-
reputation is a +5 nonetheless.
For
him.
all of us?
For you.
Okay.
Are we just like +1 for him, or like +0?
I'm gonna say he didn't talk to you specifically.
Oh, so
Okay.
should I just put him down as 0? The harbinger is 0.
Sure. Rel the Harbinger.
Rel
Rell.
Harbinger, first last name.
Harbinger is what?
Harbinger.
Har.
Har.
At this point, I go to my quarters.
Yeah.
We needed a ride.
Do we go?
How is it going?
Hmm?
All right.
Do we go in?
This thing's at
4:45.
4:45.
4:45, not 4. Oh, that's 4:45.
Oh yeah. It's not for a while.
But
This is the
Everything
address.
over to you?
if
my
you
character's
want
gonna
it.
come at 4.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll
Yeah.
end this.
Oh, I'm getting the address.
Oh,
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, that guy, he kind of is like,
So this would be the
and then
address,
he
and I
turns and
want
like
our
bumps
address.
shoulders with this guy that's
This
like
is
that
over
you saw
here.
earlier. This old, he looks somewhat old.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
actually he looks somewhat young, which is kind of like unnerving. Can't really pin his
Yeah,
age,
it's like-
but he's balding, or he's actually completely bald, and he has like a really
It's
bad
around here,
hunchback
basically.
and like
Yeah,
bags
it's
under his
snapping, so
eyes
you
from
can
lack
drop
of
me off
sleep,
there.
and
I
he's
can
like
find my way
he has a
through.
cane, and he's walking towards,
Okay.
and yeah, this
Thank you.
guy, Raul the Harbinger, just like turns around abruptly and like rams into this guy a little bit, and the guy's just like,
I want to use.
Wait, what's going on?
I want to see the whole picture.
Continues
I want to see the
So
whole
this
picture.
new guy, this new
Hold
guy
on,
bending
I'm using
us.
I'm using a skill. See the whole picture, baby. That's 3. Hold on. Plus 2. Plus so it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Plus the 1 to the
this
roll.
could be foreshadowing future events.
Oh, okay.
That's
Is that it? Foreshadowing.
That's all.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. So he continues to walk, and then it's very strange. Like one eye almost seems bigger with this guy, like the Edgar Allan Poe thing. Like he has this one like very strange like glare in his eye, as he looks, and then he like looks at you and catches your gaze.
What's good, little fam?
What's good, little fam? Is that what you said? What's good, little fam? What's up?
Oh, if he's weird, then I can talk to this boy.
So can I. I have a +1.
+2.
I
And
am
plus
not.
3.
I am not weird at all. So wait.
Nah, you're
I
not
mean-
weird.
I mean,
you have relatable.
I
costume.
mean, you are the tall guy walking through with
And for
with
the
invisible grace.
this is like one of the first times where someone in politics has not just seen him. It seems like they seem to ignore you guys just because you're weird or they don't relate to you or like you're not big enough or something like that. Like
Yeah.
they don't really pay attention to you, but they kind of look at all three of you, this person, and they're like, "May you fly in the wind."
What the fuck is wrong?
And then they continue to walk along.
Oh, okay.
Do I know what he's saying? Based on my background?
You could try to do.
Let's do it. Street smart.
I would say street smart. Yeah.
Let's do it. 3 + 1, 4.
Okay. You don't really know what he's saying. You like this is very abstract even for you.
Abstract point of view.
You can roll for that.
It's good with having Sherlock Holmes skills. Jacob. That's 2. 2 + 2, which is 4, 5, 6.
6. Okay. So you can tell that he's referencing some kind of faction or something like that within.
What did he say again?
May
May you fly in the wind.
you fly in the wind. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I whispered to him. The
So
person.
is this just going way over my head right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this just kind
So
of
I
like?
whispered. So I tell.
It's like, why do you care about this
I
so
tell
much? What is
Pariete.
going on?
I tell Pariete, the man who stabbed me. He said, "Do not flutter. Do not ruffle with the raven's feathers."
They could be connected.
Yes. And he doesn't seem well.
I don't know anything about this. So technically speaking, I'm
I
not even
suggest
supposed to
we-
be involved right now. I'm
I
just.
suggest we be careful and at least
And he,
build
and
up
he
some
continues to
protection.
walk, like his black robes kind of flowing behind him,
Yeah, he's
and like they seem like almost like frayed at the ends.
yeah, it's pretty obvious what he's
Stay safe. I
I-
give him a word to pardon.
Even though I don't,
He doesn't say anything.
That's fine.
even though I don't
Goodbye.
understand him or see it, obviously by the way he's
We'll-
acting and
we'll,
by
we'll tell you more tonight.
my experience that I already
As we go
know,
to bed.
this guy's probably associated with them. So
Mhm.
I obviously don't want harm with them at all.
All right, we should wrap it up.
Cool. Yeah, and so you guys go to the quarters that they've given you within the Zakar Citadel, and
Short,
I assume it's like one big room that you could all, or split rooms or something like that.
long
I am.
rest.
I rest. I take off my beret and my scarf and I wrap it up. I get into my meditating position
Yeah.
and I try to like go back to that world I've been to that one time.
I've been
Yeah, and everyone's willpower decreases one
Aw.
closer to 3.
All right, gotcha.
Everyone's willpower goes 1 closer to 3.
Just
so
one.
I'm
Mine's 4, so it'll go back to 3.
Yours would go back to 3.
Mine's 3.
Okay, then yours is good.
so
And also,
I
you
have my
heal.
own.
Are you still injured?
yes.
Okay, then you heal 1.
I've taken.
I'm
Actually, no,
back.
you go back. Yeah, you go
I've
back.
taken 0 damage today, yet I've done.
I have no
Crazy
I have no
thing.
harm to myself basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are in our own corridors.
No, it's like a big room.
Ah, what?
No, like yeah, you have your quarters.
Oh, I have my quarters.
Yeah.
So I actually go to my quarters and then I shut the door and then I start fuming. I'm like, I just killed someone. Well, not the guy that kills him. Like they just acted so. Like they can't hear me though, right?
Yeah.
You remember him?
Yeah. I was like, I started drawing very close to insanity. I was like, and no one notices basically.
Before I meditate,
And
I look for places to hang paintings. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
that's what I do.
Okay, that's actually something really cool in this place. Each wall has like 4 nails on it, just so you can always hang paintings because art
Prepared to
is
be
super
made.
important. So yeah.
I'm excited for that, and then I go to the whole meditation.
Also, they have a bunch of frames just in case.
Can I just?
Like, frames are everywhere.
But as I meditate, I try to do the whole like wind blowing thing, but softer.
Okay,
I try to go back to what I did before.
cool. Roll weird.
Can I just?
What are you doing?
I'm just working out in my room.
Cool.
Can I just
8.
climb in my room or like do something just to vent, like
Yeah.
my insanity? Okay, so.
And yeah, they'll supply all the equipment for that. So.
That's a 10. 8, 9, 10.
Actually, no. You actually know what I do think about is like while I'm working out, I'm thinking about 2 things, which is this army that's being created, and the emperor, and this guy saying flutter in the whatever he said something about wind.
So basically, I have moral dilemmas that I'm dealing with. And just like
Moral
going on about
dilemmas. So many moral dilemmas. Anyway, so yeah, I got a 10.
it. Wait, where's?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
'Cause
So you're able to
I
re-enter this
haven't got
place.
to bed yet, so it's still +1 for power. Or is it back to 0?
You're able. For willpower, it would go back to.
I haven't got to bed yet though, so is it still?
It'll be
that?
so
Oh,
funny
yeah, no,
when
it's so-
Philip
yes,
comes
that's fine,
back
that's
and I'm
fine.
leader. He's gonna be so mad. He's gonna be like, "Are you kidding?"
How do you get?
He wanted. I think he would be the type of character who would have wanted that
Who?
position as well.
Who?
Philip. Like his character, I
Yeah.
think.
So,
that's
so
what-
yeah, you get into like your artistic meditation, and then you.
The blowing and all that.
Yeah.
Dude, I need to practice my
so-
blowing.
And so you sit there still in this room, and you enter this place, and you can see your hand, and you can see a little more of your hand than last time, and you kind of look around, and you see that like there's a night sky above, and there seems to be something moving, like fast clouds or something like that in the sky.
I take the time to paint it in the landscape of my mind, so I can remember it.
Yeah, so you paint it in the landscape of your mind, and it's so abstract that like it's hard to remember. And then when you fall out of meditation,
Should I roll for weird or?
no, I'm just gonna say you can do that.
Cool.
And then when you fall out of meditation, I assume you automatically draw the sketch.
Yeah.
And then something is not right in the sketch, like the white clouds above or whatever, silhouettes of the clouds. It just seems empty, and so you just like attune to that memory, and you decide, what does it need? And then you draw the silhouette of a crow,
That is cool.
and you're like,
No.
that's what it needed.
Oh, that's so,
Yeah.
that's so bad. That's so good. Okay, so in anger, I enter meditation as well, basically. Like, what do I see? Nothing.
I'm gonna say like it takes longer for you to get to meditation because you're in anger and you need to be calm. And so by the time that he's done his meditation, you enter.
Okay.
And like, yeah, you didn't really see him, but you kind of just saw the night sky, and you had a feeling of loneliness and dread that like seeped into your soul, and you felt like it was really unhealthy for you to be there at that point in time, and so you like exited.
That is so cool.
So I get out right after I entered.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, that's the frustrating thing about D&D is that you could literally play for a week straight and still not feel satisfied.
Oh,
I feel satisfied. That was a good
Like,
ending.
it's
for-
like-
That was a good
session
ending.
one.
It's literally like not until like when you actually finish the
keep these,
campaign that you fully
Oh, yeah.
feel
You should-
satisfied.
I'll keep
Wait, so what's our interaction with him? Without Rel Harbinger?
Rel the Harbinger.
He wants to work with you. He doesn't give a rat's ass about us.
So my interaction with him would be like +5.
Yeah, +5.
Reputation.
So basically,
That was a really good first session. That was
that was
good job to everybody. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
awesome.
boy.
Thank you
So much
much.
happened after
Yeah.
I came here. I was just like, you know what? Well, like, because how
That's how this campaign is gonna be. It's gonna be like pretty fast paced, very political. So it's like not a lot of time is gonna be wasted on useless things.
Although that
And then
combat
combat-
was really
With
fun.
this system, I've really tried to do this when making this system. Combat will not waste time. In D&D, so much of the time it's just like, oh, now we're in a combat encounter, time to waste 2 hours on this and then not do the plot.
Yeah.
With this, it's like the combat is the plot, and it's interesting, and it doesn't have to go until they
I
die.
feel like you purposely set those guys there to piss me off.
our characters.
To encourage role playing.
Yes.
Our
Mad
characters.
about that.
Eh,
Yeah.
Where?
Dude, I could have stopped you. I could have stopped you, but
Oh,
me,
Jacob,
me,
do you know
I
Peter?
really want to see
Huh?
the
You know Peter, who used to go to our school?
Oh,
Yeah,
Peter!
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
Peter.
He came by during the session, and like him and his dad, and gave me this just as a gift.
Today.
Today, during the session.
Are you serious?
Isn't that like
It's so
amazing?
cool.
It's so good.
So convenient.
It's so great.
I think it's foretelling for the greatness of this campaign.
Yes.
it's a foreshadow. Well, yeah,
That was fun.
yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
We have to do this again.
Yes.
And that is where I will end this session and the first chapter of The Stain on His Hide by the Zealots of Birbio. There will be a week or two break before we start up the next chapter. Stay tuned and thanks for listening. May Birbio's blessing be upon you in this day.